Well, guys, this right here is what it's all about. This is a cup that my wife got for me, gosh, years ago when my kids were a lot younger. Still my favorite cup to this day to drink coffee out of. It says, "We love you, Daddy." It's got pictures of all my kids, and we were always real involved in sports, and that is soon to end very soon with all of my kids, and one more year I'll be out of school. So that's what it's all about right there, though. So let's get started into this video. I talked to my daughter about doing this video today. My middle child, she was riding home from church with me, and I said, "Kaylin, what do you think if I did a video about this?" I said, "Because this is something that really irks me." And I told her about it, and she said, "Dad, you really should do that video," so I'm going to do it. So guys, what we're going to talk about is Fox body etiquette, or just car enthusiast etiquette in general. Guys, don't be that guy, whether it be at a car show or Cars and Coffee or on Facebook or Instagram or any social media platform. That's what I like to call those keyboard warriors. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Let's go ahead and roll the intro. Guys, before we get really rolling in the video, I have got a mess in here. I just made over 100 trim bezels this weekend. I had all that set up right over here, got all that cleaned up again. That's an update right there on the 57. I've got the motor pulled out. I got the rear end drive shaft over here, getting some cleaning and some painting done on it. The motor's coming apart next weekend to get it all regasketed. I got it cleaned up, semi-cleaned up. But I know you guys don't really, the 57 videos don't do real well, but I can tell you this. Whether you like a 57 or not, the end will be something you want to stick around for. So when I do that reveal video, I can't tell you what's going to happen, but you guys are not going to want to miss that. We're going to be several months down the road before I get to that point, but just trust me, you're going to want to see it. And I really appreciate you guys putting up with me doing a 57 build on a Fox body channel, a Ford channel, a Mustang channel, whatever you want to call it. But first and foremost, guys, this is a DIY channel, so I would hate to not put this on that channel with me doing it, plus what's going to happen at the end. I would not want you guys to miss that. And guys, if you haven't seen it, I've got a website now. Guys, if you get a chance, go check out my website. It is 417fox.com. I know a lot of guys say 417 Fox, but usually, when you're talking about an area code, you say 417. That's what my area code is. So go check out 417fox.com. I'm adding a lot of merchandise. I've got some stuff on there now, some more stuff coming in this week. Go check it out. Also, till the end of this month, till the end of January, 7 off promo will get you off 7% on your total order. Plus, everything on the site is free shipping, so go check it out. Guys, check it out. Check out the banner. I want to give a big thanks to Ryan. He's a friend of mine that's a local subscriber here who got me the 417 Fox banner. Check out his car here. You can also check him out on Instagram. And he's got a super nice convertible that he has been working on, and it's been truly a budget build and is a super nice car. Thanks again, Ryan. This may be a sensitive subject for some of you, but not most of you. So have you seen by the thumbnail, don't be that guy. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I think we've all probably been guilty of being that guy to a certain extent, myself included. We should always take the high road. So I think something that we've lost in today's world is the value of empathy. And what I mean by empathy, always put yourself in the other person's shoes. It's so easy for us to make assumptions that we don't have any clue about. Whether that be the guy that just bought the $3,000 Fox body that may have rust, may have issues here and there, may have some other problems. But you know what? It'd be really easy for us to go, man, I can't believe he spent $3,000 on that pile of whatever, right? Or maybe that $3,000 is something that person's been saving up for a really long time, because guess what? They always wanted a Fox body, and that is their pride and joy. And I'm sure they got lots of big plans for it, but you know what? That may take them a long time to get there. And the worst thing you can do is say somebody that comes into the Fox body community that's new, and they post a picture of their car and they're super excited about it, and then you get all these guys. And I hate to say all these guys, but you always get those few guys that like to be the keyboard warrior. And all those guys want is a response, because that's what they get off on. When they like to say something crappy about your car, and they want everybody to jump in and respond, because guess what? They don't have anything better to do than to create drama. And right? And I've been guilty of getting on there and enjoy reading some of the drama, and then I go, look, you just dug on the guy's car that you have no clue about. Or what if it's the guy that has the car that is selling for $5,000 that, in your opinion, may be worth $3,000? But guess what? Everybody wants to get on there and say, man, I wouldn't give over $3,000 for that car, man. No way, man. That thing's a piece of junk. Well, you know what? If you don't agree with somebody's price on a car, move on. That's the best thing you can do. Because guess what? You can ask whatever you want for whatever you're selling, and there's a but for every seat. And guess what? You don't know why the guy's selling the car. Maybe the guy needs $5,000. Maybe he hopes he can get it. Maybe he needs to pay some bills. Maybe he has a financial situation that calls for needing that amount of money. Maybe he doesn't want to sell the car. Again, you don't know, right? Yeah, there's always going to be that tool that's out there that just tries to get way more than stuff's worth. But guess what? Pass on. If you don't buy it, it doesn't hurt you any. And the guy that does buy it probably had the financial means and didn't really care about the price. It really irks me to get on social media and just see all the douchebags on there that are just waiting on somebody to say something. It's always the guy that, you know, put a lot of money into, say, a car that's still 4-lugged. Dude, there ain't nothing wrong with 4-lug. Both the cars I built, they're 5-lug. But guess what? The reason why I did that was because one customer wanted it, and the car that I bought already had it done to it. If my car would have been 4-lug when I bought it, there's a good chance it would still be 4-lug. Now, are there some benefits into doing a 5-lug conversion? Sure. Now, if you're only doing a standard front disc, say the 11-inch front disc versus going up to like a 13-inch Cobra rotor up front, you're really not getting a lot of benefit in braking power difference. And like doing the rear discs is nominal difference on braking power to convert from drum. I like it because I like the looks of it. And also there is a lot more 4-lug options out there than there used to be for wheels. So yes, do you get some more options if you 5-lug? Sure, you do. But again, it's your opinion about what you think's best. What do they say about opinions, people? We're going to keep it clean on here, but I know everybody's got one. And sometimes that opinion is worth just about what we would call that. So keep your look, if somebody asks for your opinion, that's great, but don't think your opinion is the truth, because your opinion is exactly what it is, your opinion. And there is a lot of guys that know way more than I do about cars and Fox bodies. And some of those guys that you see out there on Facebook, those are the biggest snobs in the world. Those should be the guys that are on there going, hey man, let me help you out. Here's probably how you should look at that, or here's probably how you should do that, instead of being, oh, I'm such a snob, I can't help you out. We see it every day. And guys, you probably just like me. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and if you don't do those things, that's fine, no worries. And it's just everywhere out there. There's always that dude that is on there causing problems. Let's keep this a Fox Body brotherhood. And that's what I love about the Fox Body community, is because for the most part, it is a brotherhood. Now you got your dudes, you got that guy that's out there. The best thing that we can do with those guys is ignore them, because they want the rise out of you to say something. When those guys, when you post a car for sale, gosh, how much stuff have we seen about rollers here lately? That a guy posts a roller for $5,000 and everybody's like, holy smokes, he's done committed the most biggest sin in the world to post a $5,000 roller. Guess what? They selling them. You know why? Because these cars are getting hard to find. These cars, you could find a roller, a nice roller, not long ago for $1,000 or less. So don't be the judge, right? You can have your opinion, but there's proper ways to also share your opinion. You know, and I see those guys on there too. There's a lot of guys that will get on there and take up for folks. Again, best thing you can do when that guy gets on there and is being that dude, the keyboard warrior, he's got that keyboard warmed up, fired up, got them fingers ready to go because he wants something. He wants somebody to get on there and say something so he can attack. So let's talk about common mods that guys will make fun of. What about the color on a car? We see that a lot. Or somebody posts a color on a car, puts some funky graphics on it. But guess what? It ain't your dang car. If you don't like it, move on. That person likes it. If he painted his Fox body pink, am I going to buy a pink Fox body? No. Am I going to make fun of the guy for painting his Fox body pink? Not publicly, right? You know, again, you don't never know why somebody made that car pink. And this is just an example. So guys, what if that guy that has that pink Fox body is doing that as a tribute to his mother, who is a breast cancer survivor? But he loves Fox bodies, so that's the best thing you do, right? He wanted to do that as a tribute to his mom, right? Could that happen? Sure. What if the guy painted his Fox body purple? And you're like, God, I can't believe, oh my gosh, the keyboard warrior comes out. No. The keyboard warrior comes out. Oh my God, man, you took that nice Fox body and can't believe you painted it a girl color like purple. Ugh. Yeah, throwing up emojis all over the keyboard, right? What if that guy had a daughter whose favorite color was purple and she's no longer with him? What if the guy loves big wheels and tires and he goes and throws some 24s on the Fox? Now that's an easy one to make fun of, right? But what if that's that guy or gal? What if that's their thing? What if that's what they wanted to do? What if that's their version of the Fox body that they wanted the most? What if they wanted to be different, right? Guys, it's so easy to make fun of or to get on there and dig on somebody's accomplishments or maybe their faults. Let's support each other. And you see somebody that's new into the Fox body community, that's when we all need to jump in there and say, hey man, congrats, welcome to the club, right? Welcome to the club. I'm going to tell you, there's a community that I am a part of on Facebook that is auto body and painting communities. Guys, if you want to see some guys that are ruthless, I'm going to tell you what, when I first joined those groups a while back, because I was like, oh yeah, that'd be a good resource to learn stuff and to go ask questions. You ask a question in one of those groups, you are going to get ripped. And that is probably a little bit more of that culture. It's pretty typical in that culture, but what those guys got to remember is that you got guys that are not part of that culture that don't get that. And they're just a newbie like me that gets on there and say, hey man, what do you do? What grit do you sand here and do this? And like, oh my God, he asked what grit. He is such a... Right? So think about that, guys. Always think about if you make decisions on how you react by putting yourself in the other person's shoes and not knowing where they come from. And that's just a good rule of thumb for everyday life. And I'm not getting on here preaching to you guys about how you should live your life. That's up to you. But if we all did that, we don't ever know what background somebody has came from. right? We don't know what background they came from to buy that car or to make that modification to the car. Let's let them be. Let's help them and support them. Guys, thanks for listening to this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I do want to see some comments down there because I love to get on there and respond to comments in a professional way. I'll see y'all on the next one.